This playthrough is rated E10+.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with a bonus episode of Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. Last time we played, or when I beat the game, we beat Honor Among Thieves. Sly faked amnesia to get together with Carmelita. Bentley got with Penelope, and Murray got hit. Basically, everyone had their happy ending for the most part, despite, you know, this being kind of a finale, but we know that's not true. For those who aren't aware, there's a fourth game out called, I think it's just Sly in Time or something like that. I'll play that game one of these days. I won't do it immediately. I'll probably do that maybe next year after some time's passed. It'll depend. But anyway, the reason I'm doing this bonus episode is I just wanted to show the jobs and challenges. I didn't really talk about it. I kind of skipped over it because I didn't really think it was necessary to show it. A lot of the jobs and challenges are so, and I think I talked about this way before after I finished the first episode, but it's basically a way to play the same scenes over again. So you can't really, when you play an episode, you just continue back as if everything's been done. But you can run around and gather money and stuff like that. Unfortunately, there's not much else past that because they didn't add any super treasures that you could find kind of like in the second game, and there was no bottled clues like in the second or first game. They took that out in response to just buying your just doing jobs and challenges to get 100% because you buy all of your abilities anyway. So, and yeah, all the challenges, all they are just doing the same thing again, like a previous event, but just maybe with a bit more difficulty, either at half your HP, or you have to do it within a time period. You know, it didn't take me very long to do it, maybe less than an hour or something like that. It was okay to do that, but I almost felt like at some points it was kind of a chore to just go back and do it to 100% it. But one of the interesting things about challenges, there is a unique one. I think you have to... I don't know if this appears until maybe after you beat the pirate one, but you get a treasure hunt map, which basically you just follow the instructions of the treasure hunt from the pirate chapter and get the treasure, which you don't get an actual treasure, so it's a challenge to do it. But another thing I want to show off was just the gallery, little snippets. I like when games add concept art and gallery of what they worked on during the course of the game, because most game companies don't release physical actual art of books anymore. Some do. You can still find in some places. It's more popular in Japan to buy those things, and of course a lot of people don't have the money. Too bad you can't just I can't just flip it through I can look at. But yeah, this is the opera chapter, and you can see Sly in the background, kind of a, you know, Venice and all that fun stuff. You know, I don't know if I'll show the little mock Sly there, behind the pillar there. Just yeah, I like when the games show their concept art and stuff like that. Just what was the well, if it's a good game, I want to. If it's a crappy game, I don't care as much. But oops, I was gonna continue looking at it. But I like when they show just what started off at the beginning. Yeah, there's DeLeon before his official form. You know, you could tell. It's always interesting how you can tell they're slowly getting to their official concept art till they stick with the main dude. Oh yeah, that's one of the random enemies you encounter, denizens or whatever. soprano, alto, soprano. Yep, all that little fun stuff there. The doggedy don guards, and but yeah, I just like how saying people just get from one spot to the next. You know, there's down under. I come from a land down under. Or how's the song go? Do you come land of plenty? Do you come from the land down under? Something like that. I'm surprised I didn't quote that song more often during this episode. Or make it, or in the first chapter, episode 1, opera, make it more Italian or Godfather jokes or something like that. But yeah, I'm not that funny of a person in real life. And there's Guru. He used to look like a naked bull rat originally or something like that. Is that also Guru? Man, looks like Guru went quite a few forms before he became a koala bear. Bird, and then it looks like in the previous one, it looked like he was like a naked mole rat or something like that. At least from there, kind of looks like. But then looks like it didn't take him very long to stick with the I looked at more Aborigine and like some of those, like those National Geographics or pictures of Aboriginals, what they look like. That I assume that was the inspiration for it. Oh, that would have been an interesting one. Is that more of a rabbit? I think that was a rabbit actually. Some of the dingoes. Dingo, wait, oh baby! Kangaroos. Is it? And the roo inside the pouch. I thought, can male kangaroos also, do they also have the pouch? I thought it was, well, I actually don't know much about kangaroos. I only know that just did the alligator at one point used to be an actual person? Because you had to feed some of the people to the crocodile during one of the or alligator, I don't remember. It's based off the snout, I know that for sure, but, interesting. And then episode 3, Flight of Fancy, where we meet Penelope, and you can tell out of all the new characters that they got on the team, you can tell Penelope got the most growth. I mean, it's obvious because she's important to Bentley, and they added a female member to the gamer team that wasn't Carmelita, so. Which she makes another appearance, important appearance in the 4th game, but don't want to talk about that too much. But yeah, according to the gallery, I kept saying that maybe she was like maybe something else other than the mouse, but one of the concept arts pretty much points out that she is a mouse. But I'll go about. I like the way this place was designed. With the windmills and everything like that. And the Baron. And yeah, this gave us a chance for a villain from the first game to come back, in Mugshot. It'd been so many years since I'd played the first one, I almost forgot about him, because at least by the time I played this one, it'd been like 4 years since I'd played the first one or something like that. At least recorded it anyway. Although that may have been the last time I actually played it, because so many games, so little time. There's Dimitri waiting by the pig there. There's the thing, but yeah, that's the problem with like getting older and recording these and everything. Sometimes you can't go back to the games you want to play again, despite you wanting to, because just not enough time. And there's the wolf that you have to take over. Then the rabbit, the rabbit with the clog shoes, very intimidating. There I am. One of the flyers, but that was probably the bar. Otter flyer. Oh, one of the concept arts for Penelope. Yeah, that pretty much shows they were going with mouse because of the tail. Or a rat, but most likely mouse. There's her plane. I guess maybe one of the original concepts, she was just going to be a fighter pilot in it, but then they decided to go the whole she's using a disguise, which, the Baron's got to be inspired by Yosemite Sam, especially with that stash there. And I guess it goes to show that maybe with her when she was fighting the Black Baron outfit, that she knows how to do fisticuffs, because that's how she was punching us in that one. There's Penelope there. The Mouse Mechanic. I wonder if she was inspired by Gadget from Rescue Rangers. Who knows? Cold Alliance, yep, where Panda King comes back from the first one. One of the men to help. Actually, wasn't Mugshot in the same gang as him? So how come there wasn't a big deal with Sly and Mugshot getting out? Because didn't he help kill Sly's family too? But anyway, yeah. I feel like there was not enough with the whole Panda King and Sly not liking each other. Like I talked about this during the main game, but I felt like they didn't follow through enough, where it didn't intertwine it into the story well enough to make it really have a payout, if that makes any sense. I don't know. That's probably why I still like 2 more than 3, just because I feel like 2 had a better concept of intertwining the stories from the first game and the second game together and make it a better narrative, I think, overall. I feel like 3 just had different writers, or maybe they were rushed to get this out. That's why it didn't feel like the story was as flowed as... Like, it had a point A to point B, and there wasn't really any confusing parts. I feel like there were bits and pieces, like maybe a few extra missions, or, some of the characters making... Like, I feel like some of the characters that join you, I wish they had been involved in more missions during the trying to get other characters, but most characters only got like one, unless you were the main 3, which is obviously important that you get all 3 characters. There's Sly underneath the banner there. Sky King Hill, huh? But I don't know, I feel like I wish the side characters got more, not just Penelope, but like Panda King got more screen time, Guru, Dimitri, stuff like that. There's the Monkey Man, Symbols, Tiger. Sly in his photographer outfit. Very fancy indeed. Wise Master, Panda King. Yeah, the Panda King's like... I mean, yeah, there was the one mission where he talked to himself in the mirror. Talked to, like, his either evil self or corrupt self or whatever, or selfish self. But, I don't know, man. I wish... I like the idea that Sly having to... Like, Sly's usually a good guy, helps everyone out, but this was the one time Sly was almost like, you know, heck no, we're not working with this guy, you know. It almost added more to his character, because Sly's almost like always cool under pressure and everything like that, so to get jarred by having to work with Panda King was an interesting idea. Just like I said, I wish it there's the hopping vampires. But I thought General Zhao was a good villain, you know, arrogant jerk type of situation. Guys come up in the game by Carmelita. And one of the few times the villains actually, during the story, got the drop on their hideout and took something of theirs. That was a nice little twist. But and then Dead Man Knows Hell. That was a fun one just because of the pirate. I always like pirate concepts, and then that's where Bentley and Penelope basically get together at that point. You know. Yeah, I was a sucker for like either Wild West stuff or pirates or stuff like that. So it was nice to give it Pirates of the Caribbean, the Devil's Draw, or whatever it says down there. The Rusty Blade. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't make enough pirate jokes in that one. You know, I need the bottle of sand, or whatever it is. But I can't really do a Jack Sparrow. There's the Dimitri's like a thing. The sharks. Ooh. There's the collie pirate. Oh, there's the pirate gone giant squid monster. The Kraken. Dog. Apparently dogs like to be pirates in this game, in this world. And there's Black Spot P. Yeah, you originally think he was going to be the main villain because of how Dimitri talked about him, but yeah, he's too old. Had to make it someone else. There's the Chihuahua guard. Oh, and there's the Penelope bomb that Sly almost got hit with. Yeah. Oh, there's Penelope playing Gina Davis from Cutthroat Island or something like that. I wonder if that was an inspiration. There's Lefouille. Oh, I didn't even know his hand was a multi-tool. It only usually had... Wait, no, he only had... Didn't he have both of his hands? I think he did. I wondered if originally they were going to have him a hook hand that would have customized accessories like... oh, what's that game? It's like Brain Dead 13 or whatever. Fritz. I don't even know if anyone remembers that game series. It was a Dragon's Lair inspired game. It's pretty graphic actually. Like, well, not like super, you know, but the deaths of the main character are almost pretty graphic at times, you know. And then that final episode, Honor Among Thieves. The job and challenges of this one are pretty straightforward. Most of it is not too difficult, although you had to go through the final... one of the ones that took the longest was the one having to go through the whole gauntlet of ancestors in that time period, which isn't hard to do. It's just... and then you had to fight Dr. M within a period of time. Easier the third time or whatever it was. And then there's the concepts for the final island, the Easter Island Cooper heads. Apparently they had enough free time to carve those things, apparently. Who knew? Oh, there's some scouting it out. Oh, what's like the... yeah, I wish... I wonder if they made the third one. Not sure if they were going to make a third one, because I bet you could have easily have pointed out the Cooper Vault within a Sly 1 or 2, like mentioning it or talking about it, but never go anything with it, just to set up the third game a bit better. I think that's probably Dr. M right there in the right corner, going, yay! I can barely read it, so I'm not sure. And there's Dr. M's extra editions. There's the Cooper money. I like the fact that some of the characters actually did get the money at the end. Like, you know how a lot of stories the money always gets destroyed or sunk into the sea, and a lot of it probably did, but at least some of it did survive the encounter, so they were able to spend it, you know, because sometimes the heroes need to have a little extra spending money. You can't live on goodwill alone, you know. Oh, there's some of the other ideas for the Cooper items that were going to be in the vault, because what was in the vault was like a boat, the biplane, and the car, I think. But this one was like the super truck, train. Would have loved the train one. Unless those were in the vault, I missed those. But there's the. Oh yeah, there's some of the ancestors. You know, Otto von Cooper. Apparently, the Cooper family gets around the world a lot because each of their ancestors are from a different place entirely. Most families take place in like one spot for hundreds of years, but apparently the Coopers got around quite a lot, if you know what I mean. I also wish Dr. M was utilized during the main story, or right during the recruitment idea, because he's just there at the beginning and then at the end. Which obviously, why would he chase after you? But I don't know. I feel like they had to like rush his story for the finale, for the final episode. You know, I wish Dr. M had been mentioned in previous, like Sly 1 or 2, because they always mentioned Sly's dad, but they never mentioned his other companions. And they didn't even show pictures of them together. So, like, that's another case of I wish they'd slipped it in the story of there's the Chimera or you know, the monsters from Dr. Monroe or whatever you want to call it. There's the Sly tank or whatever. There's the car, the old Model T or whatever. Bicopter or whatever you call it. The boat. Oh, yeah. The boat that we actually saw got exploded wasn't as detailed as that one. Probably couldn't. Oh, there's the monster. Yeah, like I said, I feel like this game had so many missed opportunities. That's why I don't call it my favorite. Most people, if you talk to most Sly fans, they most tend to say 2's their favorite. But one of the main reasons I wanted to show, do the bonus episodes, the bonus movies you can get, which is during the prelude. If you pick that, you can obviously watch the setup. You can't really play it again. And the jobs, there's no jobs and challenges. You just play through the intro bit. But anyway, if you watch the movies, if you got 100%, you actually unlock a few extra movies for that. So let's show those off. I'll probably talk through them. We'll see what they are, and then if it's not important, then I'll. I think you get that one from a... I think you get that video from getting like 80% of the game or something like that, and then 100% you get the final little bit of it. I like how they're willing to dress up in like crazy outfits, kind of like a Bugs Bunny situation. But it's kind of funny. She knows that it's Sly because of his tail. I'm like, but Sly isn't the only raccoon in this world, right? Unless that's a unique feature to... Unless there's only one type of raccoons, and those are Coopers. But I don't know. Just it's kind of funny when people like try to distinguish them because of their animal traits. I'm like, but there's other raccoons in the world. But yeah, I mean, obviously. But anyway, let's see what happens in the second part of this. I like that they're just short and sweet little, like, kind of just mini stories that they maybe did during... Obviously, if this took place anywhere, it'd probably take place between either 1 or 2, because after 2, Bentley's stuck in his wheelchair, so, you know. Well, never mind. It obviously takes place... for some reason, during the first movie, I didn't notice Bentley in his wheelchair, so I thought it was something before, so never mind, my bad, folks. Well, and obviously it's take place after... If it took place anywhere, that takes place after Murray joins the group, but before they start recruiting the new gang members and everything like that for that one job. But, yeah, all that for some just Bavarian chocolate. I don't know, I've never tried Bavarian chocolate. Maybe it's actually really, really good. But yeah, kind of the whole Sly and Carmelita thing almost reminds me of Lupin the Third and Zenigata from Lupin the Third. Very entertaining cartoon, I think. I think just recently it got a reboot, if I remember. I haven't watched it or anything like that, but something to check out. But then there's a couple other action movies. I think one's like The Making of Sly. Let's see. What's that one? Oh, it's just the credits. Okay. Can we skip the credits? No, it won't let me skip the credits. I can't skip them. No. Well, I guess I could talk about the credits now that I've actually talked about. Ooh, Dimitri got very lucky. Some lovely ladies indeed. Okay, so Bentley's going to be talking throughout all that, but, you know, Dimitri hitting on Penelope wasn't awkward enough, but at least these girls like him for his personality. Yep, sure do. But yeah, I was about to talk during the ending here, but then I found out that, the guy who did Panda King did the same as Mugshot. Unfortunately, none of the other... Oh yeah, Panda King's got the whole shotgun wedding situation there. He's just like watching over his daughter. He's like, yeah. I kind of feel bad for Jane King because, you know, even though she says she liked her father being around, but it's like he kind of stopped. Oh yeah, there's the Toonami thing. I don't know what the elements and trademarks are. I don't even know what that was. Oh, here's a Guru with the reference to the Beatles. If you don't know what that is, yeah, it's kind of weird that this reference is even in here. Like, the only people who know it were people my age or older, and even my age, that's kind of obscure knowledge, because the only reason I know about it is because, you know, my father was a fan of the Beatles. So that's the only reason I know why to get this reference. But anyone else at my age when this game came out, would anyone else would have gotten that without looking that up, you know? I mean, You can tell that the people who wrote the story are fans of that type of stuff. They make references like that. But still, it's weird when games do certain references that are maybe the games are certain based on an age range, but whatever. Make whatever reference you want. It just anyway. Oh, there's Fox and Carmelita getting together, which I thought was pretty sweet. You could tell they cared about each other, but obviously opposite sides of the law. And you think, oh, Carmelita technically wins because Sly becomes on the side of good because, right, it says, like, they say he, like, joins her or something like that, but obviously we'll find out what happens to their relationship in the fourth game. Let's take this Dimitri video. Let's see what that is.
Show your bling and let me shine you. We smooth. Look, see the money. You like the money. Let's dance. Let's dance. Yeah. Let's dance. So spicy. Dimitri on the mic with a shout out to all my nightclub samurai. Smooth. Keep it smooth, baby. Walk tall, stand tall, feel funky. Juice? Who's got the juice? Smooth. Dig the kinetic aesthetic. Yeah. Got to keep it smooth. Greasy sweet. Got to keep it smooth. Feel funky. Got to keep it smooth. Greasy sweet. Freak out. Let's dance. Got to keep it smooth. Greasy sweet. Let's dance. Got to keep it funky. Greasy sweet. Let's dance. Got to keep it smooth. Greasy sweet. You picking up on what I'm throwing down? Pizza.
Well, that was interesting. It was the Dimitri music video. Talking about a man who's full of himself. That was a nice. I thought that was neat to have a character that was from this. That was originally a villain from the second game joining the team, kind of like Panda King joining the group. But he was more the comic relief type of character when you think about it. But let's watch a little bit. Yeah, I think this is like a making of video. I don't know how long it is. We'll see. I don't know if I'll talk through this or not. I mean, I might depending on what's going on or whatever. It might be just them putting playing together or whatever.
I guess we're here to talk about some of the earlier stuff that was produced for Sly. I'm Dev Medan, the art director at Center Punch.
I'm Nate Fox. I'm one of the game designers.
And what we're looking at here is a level that was produced but never made it into the game.
Well, it made it into the game spiritually.
Yes, spiritually.
I mean, you can tell it's like a big, impressive, kind of Riviera feel, high class, very Sly Cooper style.
Yeah, just figuring out the evolution of the gameplay between Sly 1 and Sly 2. This was, what, 6 months we worked on this? 8 months?
Yeah, a shamefully long amount of time, and it didn't even make it into the game.
Yeah.
But it was sort of the conceptual building block for how we were going to construct Sly 2, which was a big departure from Sly 1. I mean,
Totally.
you can tell like it's all non-linear in how you move through this space,
Totally.
which is pretty radical shift for us. I remember in this level we were going to have Bentley steal a giant yacht and smash it through all of these docks and eventually bash it into that large building which was a casino so that the Cooper gang could pull off a pretty sweet heist.
Those are the smartest guards ever.
I know. Well, at least they stand at attention, you know. Sly attacks them and they're there. They're very present emotionally. I love this cop boat because it features the fine Sucker Punch tradition of writing poor French on things.
10 months. So we're now back at slide 1.
Do you read me?
Yeah, Bentley, I hear you.
I've just identified a potential problem. See that filthy game
I
over
love,
there?
you know, we kept the same Bentley from the very first just kind of voice experiment.
Okay.
But that's
This will be a
Sly.
good chance for
Oh
me to
my
bust out
gosh.
my new climb move.
Climb move. Oh, man.
Ropes and pipes.
If you ever wanted
Like
to
that
punch
ladder
the
over
character
there?
in the face more.
That would be it.
Yeah, that's
Bentley's a
what
pretty
I'm
interesting
saying.
guy, the voice of Bentley. He's a friend of the fellow in the office. He worked in a record store down the street from me.
Yeah. Jump and hit the circle to
It'd be nice to go in and get a recommendation on an album.
And he ended up being the voice of Bentley.
Yeah. Well, it'll give you record recommendations in the Bentley voice.
I think you want the one. 2 shelves down.
Yeah, how many times? Oh, look, the dancing cash, yeah. Nothing says video game good times like
Dancing cash.
dancing inanimate. Well, I guess it is animate if it's dancing.
Oh man, even this music I remember. I can't listen to this CD anymore.
So this is the same level we're just looking at, just in a obviously much more primitive form.
Look at the animations.
Oh yeah. Sly looks like he's got a problem.
Yeah.
What's his
Wow.
deal? If you saw somebody in real life running like that, what would you assume would happen to them? I'm thinking burn victim. Back injury?
Fused spine.
Fused spine? Oh, yeah.
18 months. We didn't have the cell borders on Sly.
No. Sly's cane could transform into many unique devices, including this fabulous number, which would allow you to see an invisible maze.
So amazing. We were so bad in the term to put this in the game. This level went through the entire development process. Everybody in the office touched it. At least once.
Yeah. It's funny that parts of this level actually did ship in Sly 1.
Totally.
Sly versus the huge pistons. Why is Sly always evading large machine parts? If I ever get rich, I'm gonna hide all my money around huge moving parts.
With open fire pits.
Yeah, lots of fire right near my folding paper cache. Oh, check out that dynamic move. Actually, it's interesting. This is a really, really old movie, but Sly's still doing those cane swings off books.
Yeah.
Was that where you came up with the idea for the cane in the first place?
No, it was more of a question mark. Actually.
Because he's a raccoon of mystery?
Mystery.
Which is clearly evident in this video. Who is that masked character swinging on the
Well, one thing that I kind of
boat?
wish that we didn't get rid of was the original idea was that Sly's eyes, you should always be able to see them, even in the dark. So, like, you'll see here, when he turns around, if he ever turns around again, how his eyes pop out.
Yeah. Oh, remember that checkpoint with the Sly logo on it? We had a lot of arguments internally about whether or not there would be Sly iconography in the world that belonged to the boss.
yeah, totally.
It would feel more like stealing if you didn't run across stuff that belonged to you.
Yeah. He's made it in.
I like that most of our conversations internally are about what would make it feel more like thieving or being a thief. At this point, I think we're pretty aware of what it takes to be a thief, and if we lose our jobs,
we got another line of work.
yeah, we've got it. Our second career is all lined up.
Oh, the freeze
Oh
fish.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Like it made sense that if you wanted Sly to be able to freeze things that would be recognizable.
Yeah, well, we gotta know, right?
Yeah.
Like, players will not know that they can freeze water, so they
So,
should
something like
need
a
something
fish.
iconic, yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to freeze a fish? Oh, the crab takes it again. And this is...
I like that we made the NPC orange, so that you can't tell from where he is on the floor.
All right, so
So-
orange NPC on an orange platform. That's part of his cunning camouflage ploy.
Totally.
If anyone asks, it was completely to make the NPC look extra smart. Money popping up out of holes.
So interesting seeing the character without his cell phone.
I really like that old thing where the money would fly like butterflies into your pack.
Yeah.
It's pretty, you know, sort of
True.
surreal.
Yeah.
But it's,
Rewarding.
yeah. Didn't we have problems using green money because it wouldn't localize
Localization
into
issues, yeah.
different countries?
And
Which really illustrates a problem globally that we have different colored money. The video game industry would really benefit from one colored. Oh, the underwater approach.
Yeah.
You'll notice that's the same fish that was the freeze fish. Just kept reusing it. Slap. Oh yeah, you can change the wings on the underwater vehicle to go through different openings in the cave.
Actually, if I remember correctly, Raleigh's level was supposed to entirely be underwater.
Yeah, yeah. That was going to be our first level of the game,
Yeah.
underwater, because it was going to be easier to do it that way.
Oh man.
Oh. Very intense.
This is amazing.
This old Sly, it's good.
Was this PC? Was this on PC?
I don't know. You know, frankly, like, I've blocked this Sly out of my memory. As far as I'm concerned, the Sly we know today kind of sprang up fully formed. He's like got boxing gloves on and big clown shoes.
Clown feet.
Oh, but check it out. He's a dynamo in action. Wow, what's that up ahead? Stairs. Oh yeah. Video games are all about like fantasy fulfillment, and here we're fulfilling the fantasy of ascending a blue staircase. But watch out, kids! There's lava up ahead. Yeah, I never really noticed, but Sly's in a lot of caves in these demos.
All those stretch textures and careful Sly.
Yeah.
Careful Sly.
Don't trust ambiguously shaped objects. Dev, I don't know if you know it, but orange means lava.
Lava. Totally.
Lava is bad for video game
In a
characters.
video game? In a video game? Lava.
It is. At least in most video games, that's the case. However, in our game, we decided that it didn't hurt Sly at all.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, so he could run in lava.
Yeah.
Whereas the modern Sly, he can't swim.
Totally. But he can run in lava. It's the clown shoes.
Completely. He used to be a lot tougher.
Yeah,
Is what
he did.
this video tells me. Yeah, it's an impressionistic painting. It's a Dutch masterpiece. I kind of miss the Sucker Punch era of rolling lava rocks. I feel like that was a real staple for us.
Yeah. Not too thiefy though.
Not too thiefy, no. Oh, the big guy, the original, the progenitor. Check out that
I have
mean
nothing to say about that. That was brutal.
You did the mocap for that run, didn't you? Oh, here he is in his most modern form. Whereas I did the mocap for this sequence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That looks better than the original Sly model we just looked at. I kind of miss the purse, though.
Really?
No, not really. Hey, it's still doing the hook swing. Same as way back when. Still got the giant machine parts.
Yes, yeah. In caves.
Yeah, in caves. There's a lot more catapults in the new game, though,
Yeah.
than in past games.
Well, it's because those environments were so big.
That's true. Environments have gotten big. Just like Monaco, really. Like, that was a big departure, and it really is what we're doing these days. Like, this street here is just like that one in Monaco.
Yep.
Just with significantly more gunplay. That's interesting to look at the computer monitor section of that gameplay. Is how much more abstract everything's gotten from those original kind of very linear level design. I mean, we clearly wouldn't have even thought about multiplayer. Venice is the same kind of romantic getaway Monaco was.
Monaco, yeah.
Of course, multiplayer, it's not so romantic.
No. Well, that's that. That was really painful.
And that was the making of Sly video. So it was kind of interesting seeing the art director and the other guy talk about Sly being put together and stuff. It's always interesting to see like how it all came together. Oh yeah, they mentioned the 2-player stuff, which I never did, but yeah, the 2-player stuff is basically play as Sly and Carmelite, and you basically go against each other, which is kind of funny when you think about that. You know, cat and mouse and all the other things. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed me just going through all the bonus stuff for the game. Wish I'd gone through this over the course of the game. Probably would have flowed a little bit better, but I thought, but just save it all for the end. So I still like this game, but I definitely have my issues with it from like a story perspective and maybe some game hiccups. But it was a good series for Sucker Punch. And then they moved on to other things, and which I think currently their new game is going to be coming out pretty soon, at least at the time of this recording. It isn't out. The Ghost of Ishimi or something like that. The one about like the ninja or samurai or something like that, which I'm really looking forward to. So we'll interesting to see what happens there. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time, folks.